get into it. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Alright guys, this is part 2 of lowering our truck. If you remember, we lowered our front part here. It's been about a week and we let the control arm pretty much settle already. And this is the amount of space we have up here. We got a little bit more than one finger. 2 fingers won't fit. It's like about a finger and a half here compared to how we used to have it before. So that's how much we've lowered it so far. So we're moving on to what I think is the most difficult part: lowering the backside. The only reason it's going to be a little bit more difficult is because we do have this exhaust in the way and there's little to no play on this. So in order for us to do the flip kit, we have to move the leaf spring under that, under and over, which I'm gonna have a lot of trouble doing that because I'm gonna try to do this without lowering the gas tank over here. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to lower the gas tank. The passenger side is a lot easier. I've never done any flip kit like this before, so it's gonna be a first for us. So we're gonna start by jacking up the truck and putting some blocks in the front tires. I removed the plastic that I had right here, the fender liner. Next thing I'm going to be doing is removing the shock here. So it's a 21mm here and another one on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that and move on to removing these U-bolts here. Our shock is out. This is a stock shock. We removed all the stock shocks on both sides now. I'm going to be freeing up a lot of these cables here, disconnecting the ABS and all this, so that when we drop the whole rear end here, we don't have any stress on these wires. So I think it's just an emergency cable bracket over here and these ABS wires, and I'll see if there's another bracket for those brake lines there. But I want to make sure everything's free so I can go ahead and remove our U-bolts and drop the whole differential. ABS wire is down. I'm going to take these bolts out here. I don't know if you guys can see them right here, and there's another one over here. I think this is for the emergency cable, so just gonna go ahead and unbolt those. I removed these little cables that were right here, or brackets that were holding the emergency cable in these 2 areas. And then there's 2 bolts here that's holding some brake lines that are on the other side. It's just a bracket. So I'm just going to remove these 2. That way the bracket can move freely, but we drop the rear end here. Zip tie here, what is this? Okay, 2 bolts are out. We're pretty much ready to remove the U-bolts and drop the differential, so hopefully everything goes good. Again, this is my first time doing everything, so hopefully we don't mess anything up. Let's go for it. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the same steps on the other side. I'm on the driver's side. I'm gonna go ahead and take our shackle off from here to take the leaf spring off this way. And then I'm probably gonna loosen just that bolt. I can't take it out without dropping the gas tank, which I don't want to do. It'd be so much easier if I could, because I do have this exhaust here that I'm gonna have to cut, because there's no way around it to drop this without this being on the way. Luckily I do see a weld right there, so I'm probably just gonna take a Sawzall and cut it right at the weld, and then just have it re-welded right back. That way I can drop this part, flip it over the axle and under. Alright guys, all I did was grab a 10mm and put it to tighten, and then grab the wrench. There we go. So we loosen this up. So this is a part where I cannot move this exhaust at all. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut it. We're gonna cut our exhaust off from that little weld line that I showed you guys. Woo! It is off. It is off. We're probably gonna have to cut this off too right here. This brace, because I don't think we can just like maneuver it out. You can move it out of the way now. Now we're gonna go ahead and loosen up the front part here of the leaf spring, so we can go ahead and flip it on over. I loosened the front end here. Now, let me try to flip this now. Ooh, all right, we flipped it. Guys, we finally flipped it over. That was tough. We had to maneuver the axle a lot, so hopefully we didn't mess anything up. Next step is gonna be with this leaf spring. We'll probably raise the axle up, or you know what? Next step we're gonna do is cut the bump stop off. I went ahead and cut off my bump stop right here. I added some underbed coating. Oh, everything's nice and flush there. Next thing I'm gonna do is flip this bolt here. There's nothing to hold the bottom one, so you need to use some vice grips, and then I think this is a 15mm. We're just gonna pop that one out and reverse it. Before taking that bolt off, make sure you clamp your leaf springs, otherwise the whole pack is gonna come out. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put our bracket for our helper bags, and then we're gonna switch the bolt and put it on the top part. There we go, and then go ahead and tighten the bottom. Alright, that's done. We can take our clamp off. Now we can put our top plate on. Top plate is on. Take this one off. Okay. To finish cutting this, put our U-bolts on, and we're done. Wait till. Alright, next thing we're going to do is install our shackle here. We had a drop shackle here. This is aftermarket to level out the back when we were riding stock. But I'm going to go ahead and put our stock shackle back on so that we're at a 7-inch drop exactly with the flip kit. This is our shackle. Obviously we want to read the directions where it says front. So front is that way. So we're going to install it like that. Bam. Everything on this side is pretty much ready to pull up, reinstall our leaf spring, put our U-bolts on, and we're finished. So I'm just going to repeat the steps on the other side and cut off our bun stop and everything. Alright guys, it's currently the next day. I did have to shut off the camera because it was getting dark and you couldn't see anything. But basically what I did was put this top bracket here. You guys can see it, this top bracket here. There's a little bolt here and there's a hole in the bottom here. That's just to keep this bracket in place because I didn't know where this nut and bolt went. But there's a hole on this part here that it just slides in through to keep this from moving back and forth. And then your U-bolts, your saddle of course. Here, if you guys have the IHC one, it has a little design here in the front. The little ace of spades right there. So, once you do that, put your U-bolts on. None of them are torqued down yet, so everything's kind of loose right here. I went ahead and put my leaf springs on. Again, none of it is torqued down. It's just kind of there. And then you screw in your helper bag here. So, I still gotta lower the truck a little bit to get this all aligned. But there we have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side real quick, and then we're gonna lower the truck so I can screw this part with the bracket here. This bracket comes with the helper bag. It literally is just a plate in the back and the plate in the front here. You're supposed to put it right in the middle of this hole, and then once you lower the truck, it's gonna align with the bag here. And then you screw it on. We have everything pretty much set in this area, so we're gonna install our shocks, and I think we're ready to lower the truck and tighten everything up. I double checked that everything was somewhat tight. Time to put the wheels back on, and a moment of truth. Here we go, moment of truth. We're gonna finally lower it down. My only concern is that the wheel might hit the fender because these wheels are 305s. They're pretty wide, so moment of truth. Let's go ahead and do it. Slowly. Woo! Oh We got the 7-inch drop in the back, then a 3-inch drop in the front. So we still got to inflate our bags. I don't know if you can see them there. We still got to inflate the bags. We got to run our plumbing, and we got a little surprise coming up. So stay tuned for that next video where we run our plumbing and show you how we're gonna air everything up. There we have it. We got about like 1 finger here. That's it before we start rubbing on the fender here. I love the look of it now. We torqued everything down. We put it up on these bricks here. That way it gave me enough room to go under. I torqued everything down because you need to torque everything down with weight on the suspension. That's gonna be it for this video. Make sure you guys cop your hats, support the channel, and stay tuned till next time.
I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably $sign. Got the energy to